right, here we go. Let's see. Today we're going to put this big log on here. Now this is an LT35 manual mill. I don't have any hydraulics, but that's okay. I got this Kubota. It's a 75 size SVL 75-2. This thing will pick up a lot of weight. I could probably get this sawmill and the log and move it around. But anyway, we got this big old log up here on this mill. According to the statistics, this LT35, it only saws about a 26-inch wide board, and it'll go up to 32 inches from the deck to the blade height. So this log measures on this split end, which is the top, the butt's down here, but the split end with that crotch figure in it that I'm going to try to get out of it, that's 42 inches tall. So this frame under the sawmill won't never clear that. So we're going to cheat a little bit. We got this gap under here. Let's get in here, you can see that. We got a gap where this log's got a bow in it. So we're going to move this log forward back towards the saw head and get that gap down, and then we're going to see if we can clear the top of this thing and get a cut off of it. Then we'll flip it over and saw it down. So this is going to be statistically impossible, but if we keep whittling on it, I think we'll get it down to the size we can do it. The only reason I got this big old log, it's a cherry, and it was in my front yard about 6 weeks ago. Big storm come through, lightning struck this tree, and that was a powerful bit of energy that put into that tree all at once, and it shattered the top of it out, just ruined all the beautiful tree that I had in the front yard there. But anyway, we done cut it up, dug the stump, done all that good stuff. Now we're going to see if we can cut it out. It may be splintered inside where the lightning struck it, but we're going to find out what's inside of this thing. Usually when I return and go back to the other end of the log, I raise the blade up a little bit where it clears my cut, but I was already at the top, so it kind of felt funny. It didn't move when I pushed the lever. so I'm gonna take a break. That's a lot of work. But you can see, you whittle down that log. It was way too big for the mill, and I didn't come across that log on purpose. It was accidental. Struck by lightning. So I felt like we ought to salvage something out of it. So, but without a bigger mill, that's just the way you have to do it. And the next mill I get will definitely be hydraulic, and it'll be a lot less work. But it's a lot of fun any way you go about it. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, we're gonna stop right there. I've had enough of that big cherry tree for the day, but I'm gonna walk you around it and show you some of that. Here, we got some pretty wide, decent boards, but there's a bad spot. Now that's a natural bad spot. And then I just noticed when I was scraping it, there's a little bitty piece of lead in this tree. Of course, it's pretty far down in there, so that was some time ago. Probably an old piece of a bullet. Somebody shot the tree from the front porch. Or they didn't hit what they were shooting at and hit the tree accident. But there's some stress cracks in this stuff. You can see it right here. From the lightning damage, this is cracked all through, and it's got some really splintery cracks in it, but there's still a lot of good wood in here. And we got it to a manageable size now, so we're not going to worry about the pretty grain. But you know, there's a lot of wood that can come out of this log, and I'm going to leave it just like this. It's square, it's manageable. We obviously got some bad on this end, but between the lightning cracks and being as big as it is, I think we'll get something out of it. I don't have a plan right now for it. I have been sawing, I don't know if you see back here, but I got a stack of 1x poplar, quite a bit of 2x poplar, and poplar don't last long, so you really need to saw that up when it's sitting in the pile or on the ground. You got to get that stuff sawn up and stickered and start drying. And then, but anyway, we got quite a few more logs, and we'll talk about all that later on. Try to make this where it was a little more interesting to watch than it was to do, because this is several hours out here turning and looking and cutting. So anyway, I think I'll just put this thing up somewhere and make a plan for it later.